It's the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and here are my predictions for this week. But first, how did I do in the wild card round? In the wild card round, I was 3-3 in my predictions. Starting off the week on Saturday, we have the 10-7 Texans versus the 13-4 Ravens. The Texans are coming off of a 45-14 win over the Cleveland Browns. In that game, CJ Stroud completed 16 of 21 passes for 274 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Nico Collins had 6 receptions for 96 yards and a touchdown. And their defense played amazing, having 4 sacks and 2 pick sixes. And in that game for the Browns, Joe Flacco completed 34 of 46 passes for 307 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. David Njoku had 7 receptions for 93 yards, and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah was pretty much the only player that showed up on defense for the Browns, having 9 tackles and 4 tackles for loss. And for the Ravens, they had a first-round bye for being the number 1 seed. But so far in Lamar Jackson's career, he is 1-3 in the playoffs, with a total of 900 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. I think this could be a pretty high-scoring game, and with the way CJ Stroud has been playing, I think the Texans are going to win. Next, the 9-8 Packers versus the 12-5 49ers. The Packers are coming off of a massive win, 48-32 against the Cowboys. Jordan Love completed 16 of 21 passes for 272 yards and 3 touchdowns. Aaron Jones had 118 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. And Romeo Doubs had 6 receptions for 151 yards and a touchdown. And their defense played amazing, having 4 sacks, 2 interceptions, and one of them was a 64-yard pick six. And after that pick six, the Packers were up 27-0 in the first half. For the Cowboys, Dak Prescott completed 41 of 60 passes for 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. But most of his passing yards came in like the third and fourth quarter when they were already down a lot. And the 49ers are coming off of a first-round bye for being the number 1 seed in the NFC. And this year, the 49ers have just been great all around. Brock Purdy was 5th in the NFL in passing yards with 4,280, 3rd in passing touchdowns with 31, and Christian McCaffrey had the most rushing yards with 1,459 yards, and had 21 total touchdowns. But even though the Packers' offense has been playing great with Jordan Love, and their defense played great last week, I think the 49ers are going to win. Now moving over to Sunday, the 9-8 Buccaneers versus the 12-5 Lions. The Buccaneers are coming off of a 32-9 win over the Eagles, and Baker Mayfield had a great game, completing 22 of 36 passes for 337 yards and 3 touchdowns. And this Buccaneers defense played great. They held the Eagles to just 42 rushing yards and 250 passing yards. And the Lions are coming off of a 24-23 win over the Rams, and this was the Lions' first playoff win in 32 years. Jared Goff completed 22 of 27 passes for 277 yards and 1 touchdown, and Amon-Ra St. Brown had 7 receptions for 110 yards. And on defense, Aiden Hutchinson had a great game, having 6 tackles and 2 sacks. And for the Rams, Matt Stafford had a great game, completing 25 of 36 passes for 367 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Puka Nacua set the rookie single-game playoff record for most receiving yards with 181 yards. I think this is going to be a great game, and I think it's going to be pretty close. And I have the Lions winning. Finally, the 11-6 Chiefs versus the 11-6 Bills. The Chiefs are coming off of a 26-7 win over the Dolphins. Patrick Mahomes completed 23 of 41 passes for 262 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco had 89 yards and a touchdown, and Rashee Rice had 8 receptions for 130 yards and a touchdown. And this will be Patrick Mahomes' first career playoff game on the road other than Super Bowls. and the Bills are coming off of a 31-17 win over the Steelers. Josh Allen completed 21 of 30 passes for 203 yards and 3 touchdowns, and he had 8 carries for 74 yards and a rushing touchdown. I think this game could go either way, but Patrick Mahomes has always played great in the playoffs, and I have the Chiefs winning. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Goodbye.